like Swiss cheese? We got Swiss cheese. Take your pick.
All right, we got the 69 Coupe to Fastback here on the Rotisserie, getting it ready for sandblasting. A couple things I wanted to point out is where we place the Rotisserie onto the frame and the position of the center of the car, so it makes it easy for one person, obviously, to rotate, because if you don't have that correct, you're going to fight it. What we're going to do this weekend is get everything underneath this car cleaned up and blasted. I'm going to get it ready for the one-piece floor pan inside. We're going to clean all the suspension parts that we're not going to use them. We're just going to clean them and keep them for extra projects coming in the future. As you can see, we mounted it through the bumper bracket holes in the rear taillight panel. Just makes it easier right there. It's an easy mounting point. And if you take note to the Rotisserie, we have extension wheels mounted to the bottom here so we can roll this on terrain. It's easier to get it out of the garage. You can roll it on grass, you can roll it on concrete, gravel, it's not a problem. That's an added part that comes with the Rotisserie. Most of them don't come with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll this car 180 degrees, and we're going to show you how easy it's going to be to access everything when we sandblast it. Because obviously, you know, if your car's sitting right side up, it's going to be very difficult to get underneath all the spots. So just give us a second here and we'll get it flipped for you.
A little more, Scooter. Come on. Oh, geez. There we go.
That's how you got to turn them. Got to get your leg in it, pull and push. So there you have it. If you come over here, we'll see how you can access everything now easily. All this will be cleaned. It's pretty ugly right now, but after I'm done Saturday, I'm going to red oxide it. It'll be clean. I'll pull the suspension out. We'll start painting suspension parts. We'll get that floor in it, and then we'll start on body work on this car.
There you go. Yeah, it's going to come back up, though. Yeah, it wants that.
I got bad shoulders, so I can't hold a lot.
I can't. I used to say... people rent it to do like business meetings.
So it's like just like a general rec type of thing. And is it kind of like camp area?
Just remember, you got the steering in the back.
Yeah. Bring it over, Kevin. Kevin, kick it over this way. Okay, Hope. Too much?
Back over.
Not so much. Too much. Well, you're huffing over there, man. You all right?
Come back out a little bit. Unless you just want to.
Now let's go. Out. Okay, now kick the back over.
Oh, we're breaking the wheel.
Still one.
Stress crack there.
Oh. Hold on.
That's the second time.
Two monkeys. Okay, now let her down.
Sorry, I didn't just do that.
They're good for straight in and out. They aren't good for turning. Hold on. There it goes. Fuck, broke. Edit that out. Well, done
Fuck.
for.
That was done.
Broken.
And that was the new one.
They must just be cheaper wheels. You get them at Harbor Freight?
That might have come from Harbor Freight. I don't know.
We need to go to Harbor Freight and get a new wheel because I got to have a wheel for Saturday.
Jesus, you're right. Yeah. Wait, what the fuck's up with the plastic hub?
They're made in China.
Ain't that true?
But the other one's held up good. Yeah, that's budget oriented.
This is what
First
happens
budget
on a
is
budget.
we got to go to Harbor Freight and get another cheap Chinese wheel. Not good. Buy better wheels for your rotisserie.
Yes.
Let this be an example. Do not buy Harbor Freight plastic rims for your
This is
rotisserie.
going to take half a day to fix that. I need a beer.
We need a whole spindle and everything. A good spindle, wheel, and everything. I think it bent the spindle.
I don't even know where I bought the damn thing. It was an eBay purchase.
If we're going to go buy a wheel, we're going to get a rubber tire.
That's not good.
Not good. Not good. Okay, we're on our way to Gary's, a friend of ours, to get a backup wheel. We'll see how this goes. This is what we're riding in. Benny's Shagmobile. You know the kind of shit we run into on a regular basis with these damn cars. Tool malfunctions. Driving malfunctions. Your malfunctions. Okay, over the curb. There we go. Hey, Benny. Is this your lunch right here? What is this?
It's an apple. What the fuck happened to it? Well, it's
Pretty soon, Benny, you're going to be reduced to driving a tractor like that poor guy right there.
little boy.
You're running out of cars to drive.
I know. I'm gonna have to fix something. What happened to the steak body?
Broke.
Got a load of wood on the back.
It's either broke or it's out of gas. He just jumps in the next one with keys in it. That's how he rolls. Next, he'd be showing up in his dad's 57 Chevy, which would be a damn shame. You're gonna have that all hauled up inside. Come on, let's go. I got the 57.
Kevin, you see what I got to deal with all the time.
All right, coming up to Gary. He thinks he's gonna sell this place. No, we can't let that happen. We'd lose our paint booth.
And it's got a golf course.
This
for
is where we
Christ's sake.
paint at, by the way. So if this house comes up for sale, I wouldn't
black
buy it. It's
mold.
got black mold.
That's right.
We think his ex-wife's buried in the basement too.
Oh.
Look, there he is. There he is. Look.
Kevin? You want that one?
so we got the car sandblasted. It was an ass kicker. It wiped my butt out. We worked on that all weekend. You'll see the suspension's still in it, but that doesn't matter because I'm tearing it all out. I'm not using it. It was just easier to blast around, and I got everything pretty clean. And what I didn't get, I'll wire brush it. Anything that got blasted is getting wire brushed anyways, because the sandblasting leaves a texture to the metal. If you take a wire brush or 80 grit sandpaper to everything, it smooths out, primes up nice. It'll look beautiful when it's done. We found some rust. Wasn't happy about that. All I've been doing is chasing rust on this car for the most part. It's not that bad. I've done a lot worse, but I didn't expect to see the rust that it had in the cowl. The upper cowl is very nice on this car, and I can't justify taking 150, 60 spot welds out to repair it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to repair it from underneath, and I'm going to show you a video on how I do that, and you won't even tell when I'm done, trust me. We left the doors on. Obviously nothing got blasted on the new sheet metal. We blasted. We did blast inside where all the seams are going, inside the floor rails. We did the tunnels. We did rear torque boxes. Like I say, that'll all be coated, painted before I put the one-piece floor in. There is a little bit of repair that I have to do on the upper parts of the torque boxes, which is very minimal. The amount of work that's required to put a torque box in, I'm easily going to repair those and it'll be fine. The shark sleeve, there's nothing wrong with them. We cleaned up the seams here. Anything that I welded, we sandblasted, because it's better to sandblast your welds after you're done before you prime them, get the contamination out of the weld. It just works better. I've been doing this for 40 years, trust me. There's a bunch of naysayers that'll probably say something different, but I haven't had a problem in 40 years. I've done 30 or 40 of these cars, not a problem. Moving back, we got the trunk floor. I had welded a piece into the trunk floor. Over here, this is a piece I put in. This is the original. Trunk floor is pretty good. There is a couple little pinholes that you can see here, not a problem. I'll weld them up with some copper or whatever. I'll weld that up. I'll weld this one up. A couple little pinholes. This is all going to get epoxied and all wire brushed. It'll look good, trust me. It'll be fine. Overall, on the condition of the car, it wasn't a whole lot of surprises. I did have a few surprises, which, yeah, I figure this car is a 69. You're gonna find rust that you didn't see, especially a car that's sat, because the rodents get in there. Rodent urine is the worst thing for sheet metal. It will rust out a car in places where they're not supposed to rust. We will be moving on to repairing this rusty ass cowl, as you can see up here. Tyler would point the camera there. That's terrible. That's from a nest of mice that was in the cowl. But I'm going to repair that underneath, and you'll see, because they don't make this piece. So you either have to cut it off another car, or you have to pay $450 to get an upper and a lower for a 69. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, and you're going to be very surprised. And if you need one, contact me. I might make you one. So moving on to this torque box. A little bit of repair here, not a big deal. Inside the frames are clean now, as you can see. So I will coat all these inside, and hopefully in the next week or so we'll have a floor in this car. Stay tuned, subscribe, like, and there are many more videos of this car to come. This project's going to run on for months, so if you want to see this project from start to finish, make sure you subscribe and like.